Hello and welcome to this segment that I'm calling Let's Cook. I guess I might change the name later, where I'm planning to just do that. You guys can watch me cook, totally improv, maybe sometimes new recipes, old ones, or what I'm making for lunch, which is what I think I'm going to do today. As I picked up this magazine recently and this recipe interested me. South Carolina shrimp burgers. And if you want to cook along, you can get the recipe in Cook's All-Time Best Seafood Recipes. Not sponsored or anything, but I tend to like their cooking collections. And so the recipe starts out with making a tartare sauce. In order to do that, we're going to need mayonnaise of brands you probably shouldn't pay attention to. Okay. I didn't think this out. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. It kind of helps to have something to get the mayonnaise out of the container. That's your first tip for the day. Always have a spatula ready. Just gotta love those sounds of mayonnaise. This is gonna use up like all my mayonnaise. I don't use mayonnaise that often. Though I do use it. Sometimes it's good for like for cooking fish and you put it on the outside of fish instead of like the whole like panko breading and egg. You can use mayonnaise in panko and it browns up very nicely. And then the next thing we need is 3 tablespoons of dill pickles plus 1 teaspoon of brine. But I know I picked cornichons or algurkies because they're adorable and it's my food and my show. So there you go. Great. Now I can't open the dang jar. How many algurkies do you think would give me 3 tablespoons? I think. That seems like a tablespoon, right? You can visualize that. 2 tablespoons. And that's probably 3 tablespoons. And let's get some of that brine. Come on, give me your juice. There we go. And unlike with the whole spatula thing, I actually remembered to get a knife handy. Probably be best to... It's really hard to cut with the camera in the way, I'm realizing. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. Or at least not the best setup. And I got mayonnaise on it. Great. God, if my mom was watching this, she'd be having a panic attack. She always hates watching her kids use knives, and especially poorly. Which, I hope she's not watching. If you are watching, Mom, hi. I love you. This probably would have gone much quicker if I just gone with 1 big pickle like the recipe was calling for, but no, I had to pick the cute ones. How was I supposed to cut these? No, finely chopped? Okay. Finely chopped means let's just pass through with the knife a couple times until I get bored of it. At least in my book. I bet you're cutting bored right now, watching this. I feel like you should have enough pickle and tartar sauce that it's there. And, like, you can enjoy it without that takes over everything. Like a guest who livens up the party but doesn't overstay his welcome. And now I'm making a mess. It's okay, I'll just clean it up later. You guys won't have to see that. Ignore this fallen pickle. Alright. So the next thing we're going to need is a tablespoon of capers, which are here. And those are supposed to be rinsed. You guys don't have to see me rinse them, do you? So I'm back with our rinsed capers. Here's a bit of trivia for you today. The caper is actually a pickled flower bud from a Mediterranean bush. So there, you learned something. Now wasn't this worth watching? There. And then we need shallot. Here's my shallot. And I always hate peeling these things. Marvel at my terrible peeling skills. Guess you could say they're not very appealing. Too, and then this one has like a butt crack in it or something. Here's some more random cooking advice for you. Remember to put your trash can nearby, especially if you're trying to film and you're gonna be like stuck in one spot. Don't look, Mom. Alright, let's get that in. I think that's all the prep work for this tartar sauce. Gosh, I've made such a mess, don't look. So let's see, we have the... Oh, pepper. Oops, almost forgot the pepper. That's another thing to keep nearby. Let me think, if it's 4th teaspoon, that's like, I don't know, 10. Wow, this tartar sauce has a lot of junk in it. Look at that. I don't know, I'm sure it'll be fine. Also looks a little too loose. And now the cat's here. Oh my god. What's your problem? And we're back. Well, I guess not we, it's still just me. But we're starting the burgers. What we have to do is, reading the instructions for a second, pulse a cup of panko breadcrumbs, which I have prepared right here. There we go. Until finely ground. Until finally, does the lid go on the other way? Jeez. You know, I could get my master's degree in food science, but I can't figure out the darn food processor. Pulse 15 times. Okay. I think that was 15. That doesn't seem that fine yet, though. There we go. Now that all the sound is blown out, put this back in the shallow. And I think I broke my food processor. Yeah, that's broken. Cup of the shrimp go in there now. Yeah, so I guess advice number 3? I don't know, I haven't been counting. Don't break your equipment while you're cooking. Very important advice. So yeah, 2 tablespoons of mayo. Jeez, this recipe just loves its mayonnaise. Nothing better than more mayo. Mario. 1, 2. Salt. Half. Pepper I'm just gonna eyeball. It's probably enough. And then I don't have cayenne, but chili powder is basically the same thing, right? It's actually something I should know. There we go, chili powder. And then what's the last thing we need? Oh, scallion. Do I even have scallions? Okay, turns out I don't have scallions. This is just a great episode of the cult favorite, title pending, whatever the heck I called this. So I don't have chives either. That would be my next substitution for scallion. I have another shallot. You guys loved watching me cut that first shallot, right? I hope that's not a lot of shallot. No, I should probably stop. Now here's the important question. Does the food processor still work? Hooray! It's a Christmas miracle, it still works. How much am I supposed to blend this? 8. Oh, so you're supposed to stir in the scallions. at the end. Advice number Z. Always read the recipe through before starting. Now the rest of the shrimp go in, and they get only 4 pulses. And since I turned the first batch of shrimp into like shrimp paste. Wasn't that a swear in SpongeBob, like shrimp paste? Okay, back to processing. 4. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4 pulses. Smells kind of ooky. Make about half-cup sized patties and dredge both sides. Fine. So let's make a nice sized shrimpy patty. And it feels cold. That looks like a patty, right? Can you see me breading? Actually looks okay. You know what it kind of reminds me of right now is like surimi, that like fish paste stuff made out of pollock. Is that what it kind of looks like? The same kind of color. Alright. Burger number 2. Burger number 3. That one only took 1 scoop. I'm getting better. One day I will be the shrimp patty master. And no matter how accurate I try to be, it's like always the last one's either like too big or too small. Also feels gross. Yeah. Alright, so these are ready to go. Okay, I just want to go on the record saying I have a bad feeling these are going to like fall apart when I try to flip them. I don't know why, it's just when you make like burgers that are not like beef, I guess non-meat burgers, depends on your view of like fish and shellfish, like usually chill them before they go in the pan so they hold their shape better. And I just feel like, I don't know, these guys don't have much holding them together. There's no egg, the flour's all on the surface in the form of panko. And now the panko's jumping at me and trying to kill me. And so these get cooked 3 to 5 minutes on each side. And there's about 3 tablespoons of oil in the pan. Now, would you like your shrimp burger medium, medium rare, well done? The answer in this case is actually well done. One of the last things you want is to eat a raw shrimp burger. So let's see, our 3 minutes are up, so I think it's going to be time to flip these. Oh yeah, that looks good. That actually looks kind of nice. And I guess I was also wrong about their ability to stay in form. I guess if you were betting on that, I lost. Whatever you bet, you win. Give yourself an internet cookie or something. And now it's another 3 to 5. So our burgers are done. Now let's transfer them over to a cooling rack, which I actually remembered to put nearby. And then give them 30 seconds and it's time to burger up. And now it's time for assembly. Hooray! Yay! Confetti everywhere. Pew, pew, pew. And so I really didn't know which kind of burger patty to pick. It's been, God, how long since I've made a burger at home? Probably more than 10 years. So I went with Pepperidge Farm, I guess, because it had the like classic sesame seed thing that doesn't really do anything for the burger. And like, I'm not sponsored by Pepperidge Farm or anything, but bun down. Then layer of tartar sauce. Let's pick you. It's like a perfect fit. I was actually kind of worried it would be a little small. That looks nice. And I didn't have any bib lettuce like the recipe recommends. So, tomato slice it is. like a little hat. And then, don't tell them I'm doing this, but more tartar sauce. No, like, scientific reason for that, I just like tartar sauce. And, ta-da! Let's get a better look at that. Ta-da! Never really done the, like, eating things on camera thing before, because I think Food Network kind of ruined it. Back when they all, like, they took a bite and they're like, oh. But that's probably what I'm going to do right now. So, apologies. The traditional. So, let's see. It tastes alright. I mostly taste tartar sauce, which is probably my own fault since I put on a second dosing of tartar sauce. I guess the burger's kind of schmooshy, so toasting the bun is definitely a must, so you get a little bit of that textural contrast instead of just soft through soft. But otherwise, it's okay. So if you watch this video and like it, please let me know either in the comments or by pressing that little button that says like. I appreciate it. If you have any ideas about how to improve this show, what you'd like to see, just let me know and I'll do my best. And if you hate this show, let me know that too, so I won't waste my time making more. Thank you for watching.